Oh, they say it's like riding a bike. Oh, we're live.
We're
Sorry
live.
about that.
I
Yeah,
forgot
it's
how
like riding
fast-
a bike.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, let's let it heat up for just a second here. We're gonna give it a minute to win it because of that, not because I need to share, because StreamYard does all of that for us, which is so exciting for our
Thank
channel.
you, StreamYard. Thank you.
I am gonna crack open my beer.
Yeah, crack that shit open, yo.
Tonight I am drinking Drecker from Fargo, and this is Chunk, and it is a banana split sour.
Dude, those Dreckers are just so sought after and delicious.
And amazing. Ooh, she cute too. She all pink. I like it.
Nice.
Pour,
I'm
pour,
sticking
pour.
with a lemon LaCroix.
Whoa, like a boss. Yeah, she cute. She a smoothie.
So mine's a lot more boring than yours. Yours is looks cool, has cool art on it. Made in North Dakota. So many cool things.
North Dakota. All right. Well, I suppose we should set sail here. I see a couple of people trickling in. Hey, everybody. Tom and I are alive. That's exciting. This is a win. But I suppose I should probably do what I do, which is open the show. So without further ado, the best drum roll on a glass desk that a guy can muster. Hey everybody, it's a comic book look. It's your boy John on Demand, aka drinking his milkshake at, what time is it? 9 p.m. almost at night. But it's so wintry out that I needed something refreshing and amazing. So that is my aka tonight. And of course, I am also aka floating in the multiverse. So if you don't know, there are two rooms coming together behind me. And this is the stuff that like waterfalls fall from the ceiling and stuff. It's crazy, but the nerd room is moving. So you'll notice I don't have pops everywhere. There's no posters underneath the other posters. All of this is going away. And I'm going to have new digs coming up. I'm very excited. But enough about that. Let's talk about my co-CEO, Tom Studevine. There can only be one Midwest Highlander. Still classy, still sassy. And we're still rocking it out, you guys. It's funny, Tom, I just ran into Alex from Wednesday Comics the other day. And I just told him, you know, Tom and I, we really just kind of put our feet up these days and ride the royalty wave and let you guys do all the work. Right. And we do it when we can. And when we do it awesome. So we are definitely happy to be back, you guys. Schedule has been nuts and crazy and all sorts of craziness. But Tom and I still get to see each other almost weekly when he's in town, since he comes to Rainbow to get his books. Yeah, I'm just excited to circle wagons tonight and do what we do, which is look at a comic book. Which is the premise of our show. Before we get into that, I just got to give a huge shout out to Wakanda Forever, the movie. A lot of neat notes to it. Tom, have you seen it yet? Have you had a chance to?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Can we do it tonight?
Yeah, of course. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it right now. Hey, folks, good to see you. John, what'd you think of Black Panther?
Should we? Are we doing this right now? We're gonna spoil it.
Do it. Why? Rip the Band-Aid right off, man. Let's get it. We'll get to those books. No reason to bury the lead. All right. We saw it. Wakanda's back. Oh, the Black Panther died. Shuri can't save him. We're going, oh, why not? She's sad. She's crying. You know, it's a sad deal. I can save anybody. I have the technology to do anything. Why didn't he? You know, but he's gone. It's unexplained. I don't know. He's who's going to be Black Panther? It's all told in this one. Also, is the Submariner good? Is he evil? Is he a good guy? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, man. I almost want to give us another week or two, though, and let people really, you know what I mean, have a chance to see it and have more people have an opinion on it because they've had a chance to see it, too.
Okay, no problem.
Table it.
Yeah, you heard it here first, Tom. I wanted to talk about it. John put the kibosh on it, guys. So, you know, send those nasty cramps over to John at a comic book.
But in all fairness, I want a more robust conversation, and some people are just literally seeing it like today or whatever too.
Exactly. So I feel you. We'll talk about it in 2 weeks, and we'll go real spoiler heavy.
We're gonna go spoiler heavy. That's right. But we've got some spoilers.
Black Adam today, then, huh?
I did not go.
It's so bad John won't even go to it in the movie theater.
That's a spoiler. Yeah, you know, so I've had customers at the shop that liked it, and there's several customers that are like, I could give or take on it or whatever. And so I don't have an opinion because I haven't seen it. And everyone's like, oh, you'll like it because The Rock's in it. I'm like, that's not how that works. It's got to actually be a good movie, especially when it comes to my superhero movies. I get picky, even with the Marvel ones. If it's a tanker, I'll let you know.
It's definitely bad. But I loved it. I love bad movies from DC. It's what they do best. But what's really funny about the whole thing is, like, I heard The Rock is just such a promotional machine. He just constantly is promoting his energy drink, promoting his tequila, promoting Black Adam, telling us how the power structure for the DCU is completely changed and all this shit. And then he always says things like, I've been reading Black Panther since I was a kid. It's like, no, you haven't. Black Panther showed up in four comics before 1999. Right. You did not read it as a kid, The Rock. You never heard of it. Either did anybody else. He's an offshoot in a shitty Shazam comic.
Wait. Black Panther or Black Adam?
Black Adam.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. This now, because I say I'm going hard on Black Adam.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, come on, Rock. Rock's trying to promote Black Adam so heavily,
right?
And talk about how he's been reading this comic book of the Black Adam since he was a kid, and nothing pisses me off more than him just lying so straight to our faces, making a shitty movie. And it seems to be the only thing that he cares about is that it's like, he's like, I'm more powerful than Superman, actually, because I'm magic, and Superman is actually, it's like, The Rock, we don't care, okay? You're a wrestler. Go back to the WWF.
Bro.
And
you guys, this is what we call a comic book look exclusive. Tom has beef with The Rock.
I love The Rock. First of all, okay. I love you, The Rock. I go to all your movies. I went to that shitty movie where you're like in a skyscraper. I went to the shitty movie when you're with like a gorilla. I went to all your shitty movies. And I will continue to see your shitty movies. I'm just saying this one was really shitty. And I can tell you spent a lot of money and it didn't show up on screen because everything looked fake as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, skip it, John. You'll watch it sometime on like, watch it on a phone or something.
It'll be on Hulu in like a week anyways, so I'm not worried about it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, on the DC note, I just got to give a shout out. Content on HBO Max right now is popping. So Titans season 4, woo! And I did go back to Titans season 1 and I watched where they introduced the Doom Patrol. Because before the series kicked off, Doom Patrol, they premiered in Titans season 1, and that was really fun to look back, to that. And so I got a binge watch Doom Patrol coming up, and I caught an animated film for Green Lantern, which was actually kind of dark and amazing. And if there's one thing DC gets right, it's that animated stuff. They always do a really good job with that.
They've always made great animated movies, simple as, forever,
Yeah. So kudos on that.
I agree. HBO Max. I'm definitely not watching shitty superhero stuff on HBO Max, but Avenue 5, have you been catching that at all? It's so funny. Goddamn, dude. Josh Gad, the voice of Olaf from Frozen, plays like this belligerently terrible CEO, and he's so funny. And the guy from House, the old TV show House, that was like a doctor, he's like the main character. And basically it's like a cruise ship that they're pretending to be Star Trek. I don't know, but it's all comedy. It's really funny. HBO Max rocks. I'm loving it. Definitely thought I was going to be like, what am I going to do after, this dragon show's done? Well, guess what? I found a bunch of shit to watch with Avenue 5. It's super funny, but I wish there was more. I'm definitely, I wanted to keep going. It's so goddamn good.
Heck yeah. Oh man. Well, tonight Tom and I are definitely in opposite seats here for the books that we're reviewing. One is Marvel and one is not. And topic wise, I suspect they are very, very different as well. So I'm excited to see what comes out in the wash tonight. But more importantly, I'm excited to hear those ratings because I haven't even really thought about what mine's going to be yet. So I kind of just talk myself through it. It's like when I do Rainbow Live, I usually sell myself a couple extra books like, oh, this looks really interesting. And okay, here's an extra $40 on my tab. It's fine. But it's rough. It's hard,
rough.
you know, when you handle tempting things, and here
Yep.
we are. So,
Well,
as we're going through our books tonight, you guys, if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, or just want to weigh in, definitely check in with us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. But I'm going to actually let Tom steal the show first.
All right, I'm going to be talking about Space Lady. Before I get into that, I have my own comic book called Spork. It's coming out. This is Spork 2. I'm going to be launching this sucker next week. It's really awesome. I feel like I wrote it, I drew it, I printed it, I stapled it, I cut it. I did every single thing to produce this book. Got a fun cover with, I thought, cool colors, but then the rest of it is all black and white. I do some comic stories and some other stuff, and it's been really fun. I want to, big shout out like Mikey Martinez and Mark Wagner for inspiring me to put my own shit together. It's been really super fun. But if you guys are around, look around for a Spork. I'm going to try to get this into different stores around town. I'll be selling it from my Instagram. $5 for this copy right here. I hope you guys pick up a copy. So without further ado, I'm talking about Space Lady today.
Let's talk about that cover first of all.
It's
awesome.
This whole book is just so good. So, I mean, it's number 4. I'd never heard of this book. I never heard of this. It just caught my eye because the art was right up my alley. Just like this crude cartooning. Looks like this is done by one person, which I like, where we got who's writing, drawing, do the whole thing. And they call themselves Icky Comics. So, I mean, their name is by Icky Comics. It's great. Anyway, Space Lady number 4, the first 3, she's basically just getting drunk or stoned, and she's a space kind of police person that has to like patrol a certain area of space and help these planets out with different things. But she's mostly not really paying attention and getting drunk a lot. Well, this one really catches up with her because she gets bitten by a werewolf that now anytime, and I assume this is permanent for Space Lady lore, anytime she has booze, she will be turning back into a werewolf. So it's really a hard thing for Space Lady because Space Lady loves to drink, but she doesn't want to turn into a werewolf. And so now it's like, oh no, what is she going to do? It's awesome. It's such a funny book. Everybody should be picking this up. It's so quirky and charming and fun. I love Space Lady. So I will give Space Lady 6 out of 6 beers, baby. It's a good book.
Whoa. Wow. Okay, guys, this is a big deal because that never happens.
I give 6s out all the time.
No, you don't. You're like the Simon Cowell of a comic book look. Like, you are the one that never hits the golden buzzer. Like,
I've only picked, but now I only buy really good books. I don't buy that many bad books. And I'm not going to talk about them if I do. So I'm trying to highlight those good ones. Space Lady.
Oh my god!
And there's 4 out. She's going to have a trade coming out. So check out Space Lady and check out Icky Comics.
Oh my god, that blows my face off. That's fantastic. Also, full disclosure before I get going here, I don't even know how I can follow that. I don't know if mine's gonna be a 6 or not. We'll figure that out. But also, my Tom and I were getting going earlier, and all of a sudden my monitor is blacked out. So if you see me looking here completely dumb, which is all the time, but like dumber than that, then know that my monitors have died. I don't know why, but my computer tonight is really angry. Like, I can't even get my Facebook to load. And by the way, Tom, we've actually gotten several comments, and they're not coming through like they normally do. So StreamYard is failing right now. Or it's our settings because it's in the group versus a page or whatever it is.
I see comments coming in from Chop and Drop. He says evening, CBF, John, Tom.
You're seeing it?
Book day. Yeah. Those came in at, looks like, those are coming in. If I
on our thing?
Yeah. If I have, there's a private chat and then there's comments. If I click comments, then I can see the Chop and Drops. What's up, Chop and Drop?
Yeah, I'm not seeing that at all, so that's cool. Awesome. So if you have commented, I am so sorry. I literally cannot see anything.
Oh, John's gone now. We will see if John comes back. And here's the thing about the comments, guys, is I actually don't really give that many shits about your comments because I'm doing this to hang out with my homie John. And so, yes, I love to see your, I mean, Chop and Drop, you're the man. Yeah, John is gone. I'm just talking by myself now. But yeah, I as much as I love to see your comments, I really just like to hear John's comments. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I just gave my whole review. John didn't ask me one question about it. Come on, John. Give me one thing so I can talk about Space Lady a little bit longer. No, I'm just kidding. John's the man. Isn't he just like the greatest partner to have and hold? Seriously, though, hopefully John can join us. We'll see if he comes back. If he doesn't, you are just going to probably just get a shorter show here tonight. You know what would be funny is if he's trying to check this right now and then he's kind of like catching it a little bit later. So without further ado, since I am the only person here, why don't I go through and show you what I am doing to try to put this damn this day. Yeah, thank you, Chop and Drop. See, yeah, and of course I do love the comments as well. I'm just saying what I really love is just getting to hang out with the boy, dude, the homie Johnny. I always called him Runny J. That was always a funny one, but my number one homie. So what I'm gonna do is, because John's not here, hopefully he can get in. We'll see what happens. I'll text John here. Hope you can. So I'm gonna text him right here. We'll you guys can text with me. We can kind of see what's going on here. Hey, hope you get connected. I'm still live. So maybe I should send him the same link that he sent me, but he would have that. Okay. Anyway, so now what I'll do, he said he's trying to get it figured out. So like I said, I made my own comic book. This is the comic book. It's called Spork. It was really fun to do. And you guys should all make your own comic book. Everybody should. But let me show you what I had to do to make this comic book Spork. I'll get my camera down here. So we have pages right here. Over here, I actually have the covers. So I'll have to move these. And so what I have to actually do is I will move it here. This is where my covers are. So I printed them on separate paper. So I have a little bit thicker cover paper right here. And see, this is like my cover paper. This is a friend of the show, Sam Lenz, drew this picture just for Spork #2, which is pretty cool. And then here is my big stack, as you can see, of all my pages for the book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what it is for the book. So now what I can do is I have my book right here. I will put my cover on just like this. Now what I have to do is I kind of like have what I need to staple. And what I get to do is I get to bust out this big stapler. And I'll put my stapler right here. I kind of already have it lined up, but I'll get this as good as I possibly can. Knock it up. And boom, there's one. Notch up the next one. Okay, put the stapler over here. Now, take this, fold it. I pressed them for a while so it'll hold. But basically now we have my comic book, right? And oh, hey, John's here, so we can stop this part. Hey, John,
that was so weird, you guys. I am so sorry.
We'd love to have you back, John.
Holy Hannah. Wow. I am seeing all the comments now. This is exciting. I apologize, you guys. My Google Chrome, this literally happened earlier on Rainbow Live, where all these apps on the phone we were using updated midstream. And so we just got cut off, and then this time Google Chrome's like, okay, I'm updated, go ahead and restart. And I'm like, really?
What?
You know, so today's a dumb day of updating. Chop and Drop, I see you times a million. Thank you for the comments. Yes. Thank you. All right. So without further ado, let's talk about vampires and things. Blade the Vampire Nation. So this book is a one-shot, okay? Spoiler. And it hurt my feelings because I really wanted this to be so much more. But we are world building. We have declared the nation of Vampirusk, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which has the Chernobyl power plant as part of it, as well as 2 main cities, one of which humans help cohabitate. Humans have jobs during the day. They also serve as cleaning staff and everything. So this book, in a nutshell, is more of a political intrigue in terms of an assassination attempt where one of the Vampire Council gets kidnapped. His coffin gets pulled out by human mercenaries up to the rooftop, and they open it on the rooftop to let sunlight kill the person or vampire. But the catch with that is that it was actually supposed to be Dracula making this trip, not one of his councilmen. But last minute there was a switch. So there's all this intrigue. Blade is the sheriff of this country. So Dracula's like, you need to go figure this out and figure out who was trying to kill me and why, because this is a problem. And so Blade identifies, he goes and does his thing and identifies quickly that it was one of the upper ups in the city of Staymore. Then it kind of turns around and it goes into this deeper plot of, Dracula, why are you arranging the murder of your councilman from the Vampire Council? You know, because it was supposed to be you and now it's someone else. What's up with that? So Blade there's a couple of key moments where Blade kind of goes into like detective mode, and it was kind of fun that the book narrated his thought process and really sold it for me. I really appreciated it, where he has that element of badassery, but also just brain power. And so he comes back to Dracula and is like, dude, why are you killing your own council? And spoilers, at the end, it is revealed that Dracula's Vampire Council is nothing more than a utility that he uses, and that he has a secret council behind closed doors that encompasses several historic figures. Whoa. Which is exciting. Whoa.
Sorry, my computer fell off my stack.
Sorry, you're awesome. Yeah, I overall I did like this issue. I think that with Blade, we're used to the sword swinging and lots of fighting and stuff. This book was not that. This really fleshed out the current state of things for the country. I could have definitely done a mini series on this and have been so happy. Just to learn more about, you know, what does it mean to be a vampire in the MCU? You know, what does the press look like, you know, when Avengers are out fighting the world, or the X-Men or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So there's all these questions that I have.
And I just think there's this, you know, this whole thing with Blade where, you know, Blade is in such a different position than he's ever been, where he is the leader of this country. So it's cool to hear him explore this and see him try to work around Dracula, work with Dracula. You know, it's very different. I mean, he's always only wanted to kill Dracula, only wanted to kill every vampire he ever saw. Yeah. And now he really does have to like try to lead them, and he thinks that he can do more, you know, the betterment of vampires. So it is a cool place. I love to see that Blade is a part of the Avengers. I love to see him getting a one shot. Yeah. You know, I'm a fan of Blade. So yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool that they are taking this direction and not going some bloodthirsty, you know, balls to the wall action nonstop, and really almost this like, you know, more suspenseful, you know, intrigue kind of thing. Yeah. That sounds really cool, John.
Yeah. So overall, I liked it. Could have thrown this guy in the cut. I don't know. I mean, it could have been fun. But yeah, it just really pairs well with the stuff that I'm going to be digging into coming up in the next couple of months, is just all that Marvel horror that I've been collecting. And yeah, I'm excited. So with this book, if we're going out of a 6-pack, I obviously just had one, so I'd give it a 5. I think that when you're teasing covers such as Riding a Vampiric Horse, with a sword drawn and stuff. We just don't really get that level of action, and so I had different expectations of this book going into it. I was happy with how it came out though, so definitely a 5 out of 6 for sure. And the other part of me not giving it a 6 is because I really wanted a miniseries at least, just because Blade doesn't get enough love in my opinion. So
do you feel that a lot of people are reading Avengers right now, that they like this, Blade story, or having Blade be a part of Avengers? I don't really hear, I'm not hearing Wednesday Comics talk about it, or I'm not really hearing other people talk about it really, but I don't listen to much stuff anymore.
Yeah. There's people that read it, but I don't really hear a lot about Avengers right now in general, even at the register. And sometimes when people are picking stuff up that I'm not reading, I'll ask them, what are your thoughts on it? I haven't asked too much about Avengers lately, though.
Yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm glad that Marvel's trying to keep Blade alive. Do you think we'll get a Blade movie?
Well, I hope so. Yeah, they had the script for this. There was an MCU project, and then they had to take the script and like rework it, I guess. Why, I don't know. There's all this hearsay about like the actor didn't like it or whatever. But I just hope it's good. That's all I really care about. So yeah, we'll see. And with Blade on the kind of multimedia front, we got Midnight Suns dropping next month already, and they're doing all these animated shorts on Marvel YouTube. So you can go watch those. There's a Magic episode. There's a Ghost Rider episode. There's one about Lilith, the main antagonist, and they're like 7-minute episodes. It's borderline 90s X-Men style, but it's so fun. It's so fun. Those are so great. So definitely check those out. So yeah, I see Chop and Drop here also mentioned about picking up an issue of Spork from Rainbow a while back. Yes.
Good man. Good man.
With that Rainbow, are you going to be pricing those?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then if me wants one signed in neon paint pen, can I do that?
Yeah, we'll have to get a neon paint pen.
Got you covered. I might have some at the shop actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man.
So that was my review with my dramatic exit that I didn't mean to do. That was dumb.
That was fun.
It was an adventure.
You disappeared. You were like a David Copperfield, man. It worked.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, we'll talk about Wakanda Forever next time we film. I just want to give people a little bit more time before we chop it up on the old block. So.
Yeah, I think I've seen I've seen every movie that's playing right now.
Really?
It needs to get some new movies. Yeah.
Crazy talk.
Yep. Smile, Pray for the Devil, Black Adam, the Wakanda, the shitty George Clooney movie, Lyle Crocodile, One Piece. I've seen them all.
Oh my god, that's amazing! Shout out to The Rock. We don't have beef with you. ACBL exclusive.
Exclusive. We don't have beef with you.
This just in. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we are definitely excited for things to come, and we have the holiday season right around the corner. So maybe we will get a Yuletide bug and do something fun. Who knows?
It'll be fun.
Yeah. We also need to bang out some more T-shirts because that new shirt design is fire.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well,
cool, man.
Anything else from your side of the world, dude?
No, man. Nothing more than that. So, fun catching up, Johnny. Can't wait to talk a little Black Panther. Yeah, man. Good to see you today.
It'll be fun.
Hang.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll shut it down, you guys. On the socials, I am in my handle here @JohnOnDemand, and you can find me on the Twitters, the Instagrams, whatever. If you're tuning in on YouTube and want to connect with us on Facebook, we have our group, A Comic Book Look. Tom is hanging out on the socials as @TomStuDivine. Definitely connect with them. You'll see all sorts of fun stuff that he's working on, fun stuff that he's reading, and I just I definitely enjoy it. So, but we are definitely happy to be back and talking comics. I will be in New Digs the next time we film, hopefully, unless something goes horribly wrong. But I'm excited for my new Nerd Office. It's going to be amazing and longer than this one, but It'll be fun. So
cool.
Awesome. Well, you guys have an excellent one, and you guys know the drill as always. What do we do at A Comic Book Look? We keep it comics for sure, man. And then we hit the end button and it stops.